one of HGTV's biggest personalities has just stepped into a storm of headlines. Christina Hall, star of Christina on the Coast and former co-host of Flip or Flop, has finalized her divorce from Josh Hall. For most celebrity splits, the story ends with paperwork. But this one didn't. Josh chose the moment of closure to go public with words that stunned fans, critics, and followers alike. The question now isn't just what happened to their marriage, but what these words reveal about Christina, Josh, and the high-stakes world of HGTV fame. Christina Hall's relationships have always unfolded under the spotlight. From her marriage to Tarek Moussa, to her turbulent split with Anstead, and now the end of her union with Josh Hall, fans have followed every chapter. But what makes this breakup different is how Josh himself chose to frame the ending. Just hours after the divorce was finalized, Josh took to Instagram with a declaration that cut through the noise. Calling himself a free man, he posted a warning that many interpreted as a jab at Christina. Don't marry someone who needs constant public validation. The timing, right after their settlement was made official, gave the words the weight of a final verdict. For anyone paying attention, it was the closing statement of their marriage. A quick pause. If you want to stay updated on all things HGTV, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video if you're enjoying it so far, and drop a comment to share your thoughts. All right, let's jump back in. And that wasn't all. In private remarks that surfaced through coverage, Josh accused Christina of destroying their relationship. He said he was blindsided by the divorce and claimed she was focused more on fame and control than on the life they were building together. For fans who had once seen the couple as inseparable, these comments painted a very different picture. One of mistrust, imbalance, and priorities colliding. The Instagram post in particular hit hard because it spoke directly to one of the most visible aspects of Christina's public identity, her constant presence in the spotlight. With millions of followers, multiple shows, and a personal brand tied to HGTV, she has thrived on sharing her life with an audience. For Josh to suggest that this very visibility was the wedge in their marriage turned the private into the public and the personal into the professional. For Christina, this is yet another chapter in a story that has rarely stayed off camera. Her first marriage to Tarek Moussa began during the height of Flip or Flop. Together they became HGTV stars, but their marriage unraveled under the pressures of fame, health struggles, and disagreements that played out both privately and in tabloids. The divorce in 2018 was messy, but both moved on to new partners and new projects. Christina's second marriage to British TV personality Anstead seemed like a fresh start. That relationship ended in 2020, followed by a custody battle over their son that once again made headlines. By the time Christina married Josh Hall in 2022, many fans were rooting for stability. Josh was not a TV co-star or an entertainment personality. He was a realtor, someone who seemed outside the chaos of Hollywood and HGTV production schedules. For a time, the pairing looked solid. They posted vacations, shared blended family moments, and appeared supportive of each other's careers, which is why Josh's sharp words now land with such weight. They don't just describe a breakup, they suggest a deeper fracture that had been building beneath the curated images. The divorce settlement itself finalized the legal side. Christina retains control of her properties and ongoing business ventures tied to HGTV. Josh, meanwhile, has stepped away with his own platform intact, using social media to broadcast his version of events. What he lost in marriage, he seems determined to reclaim in narrative. By posting that warning about public validation, he made sure his perspective wasn't drowned out in the noise of celebrity reporting. The bigger question now is where Christina goes from here. Professionally, she remains one of HGTV's most bankable stars. Even with Christina on the Coast facing recent cancellation, her name carries weight in the world of design television. Her history suggests she will pivot, adapt, and find new projects that keep her visible. Personally, however, this third divorce sharpens a narrative that has followed her for years. A talented, driven woman whose private relationships have struggled under the glare of public attention. Josh's words, bitter or not, reframe the divorce as more than paperwork by calling himself a free man and warning against marrying someone who craves validation. He cast Christina not just as an ex, but as a cautionary tale. Few celebrity splits end with such blunt accusations, and that ensures the conversation will follow her far beyond the settlement. Still, Christina has built a career on weathering scrutiny. Each time her personal life made headlines, she managed to rebuild, from flip or flop to Christina on the coast. Whether she can rise above Josh's parting shot remains to be seen, but history suggests she won't fade quietly. In the end, this divorce became more than a split. It was a clash between private expectations and public identity, sealed by one Instagram post that turned closure into controversy. What do you think? Do Josh Hall's words expose a truth about Christina's public life? Or are they simply the frustrations of a marriage gone wrong? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future uploads.